If only there was a C option.
C option?
I don't know what the option would be, but...
Option C. Kill Dio.
Counterattack, it only betrays when they betray.
Yeah, then you set up some kind of line. That would completely defeat the quantum puzzle, but it's like, yeah, wire into the machine. Do the opposite of whatever they do. That'd be an interesting... Actually, that would be an interesting one. Do the opposite of whatever they do.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, if they ally, then you'll betray, so you'll get extra points. But if they betray, you'll ally, so you'll be screwed. So would you ever push that button?
You would probably just pick betray instead.
Yeah, betray is the safer way to do that. Maybe then they need to have a button like that, but have some extra incentive.
Yeah, for the sake of like the game, though, it would be easier, I guess. Like for the sake of this game, like you might want to press it, but not in the actual nonary game.
Yeah, what if you press it and it's like, if you press that and they ally, you'll betray, but you'll get a bonus point for having done it that way.
The bonus is the points are doubled.
Yeah.
But then what if both people press it?
Then Zero Jr. has a crash and a fit. Yeah. He blue screens.
Or he just gets to decide who dies and who goes.
Yeah, he flips a coin for it. Hello, everyone. My name is Chance Brunton, and welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. I'm joined once again by Tyler.
Hello.
And we are now in possibly the most interesting Ambidex game yet. We are now having to vote against Clover right after the murders happened. Clover has maybe agreed to ally, but she was kind of out of it, and I suspect she's going to betray. But more importantly, Phi and Dio are about to betray Luna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's dead. So it doesn't matter if they betray her. But they're both sitting at 6 points, so they're going to have 9 to go through the door. So Phi has already warned us that they're going through the door after this round. Yeah. And so she said we need to betray Clover to be able to get to the 9 to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
If Clover betrays us, we're screwed anyway.
Yeah, this is the first round that forces you to think about other people's voting patterns.
Yeah. It also makes me wonder, because I think it really makes me wonder whether Kay is going to vote to betray. Because Kay is smart, he's conscious of other people. I am guessing he's probably going to recognize there's nothing to stop Phi and Dio from betraying Luna's corpse and getting out next round.
I do think Kay, though, is too hesitant to kill somebody to actually get out, though, because he is facing Tenmyoji at 1.
Maybe, yeah. It's a really tough call. Because basically he'll know that if he's not betraying... Or wait, who's the pair in that?
Tenmyoji and Quark. So, because
okay.
That's what it was every other Luna route was Quark had 9, which means if Tenmyoji found him, you were screwed.
So I guess it's irrelevant anyway, because Tenmyoji is absolutely going to betray. So in fact, Kay is absolutely going to have to betray out of self-preservation anyway, and nobody's going to get anywhere in that group.
I think he's more likely to ally, but I also don't remember exactly what happens.
Oh yeah, he could ally. There's no reason that he can't. He could afford the point loss, but I think it's safe to assume that Tenmyoji's going to betray.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, for our decision, I think that we're going to start by looking down the ally route. I think this is going to be the short route, because I think Clover's going to betray us, and that's going to give her enough points, and they're going to go through the door, and the rest of us are going to be screwed, and it's going to be game over. And I think if we go down the betray route, it's going to be a mutual betray, which is going to put people in a more interesting position. And I think that might be the long route, because I'm actually kind of hoping that we will actually take out Dio in that route, because I don't think Phi will go through the door on her own. But if we can stop Dio, that's the real question. Anyway, let's see the ally route. If this is a short game over, we can very quickly get to the other route. All right, what did Clover do? And we'll feel better if she did press ally. The door ground open and I stepped out. All around me, other AB rooms were disgorging their occupants.
That's a weird way to put it.
Yeah.
Dio!
Phi's voice echoed hollowly across the room. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door. And to Dio. Dio. So he's going for it. Don't the bracelets update during, looking at the screen? Is he early?
I don't know if we ever actually look until after the announcement happens after that, but it could in theory update now. It would be kind of dumb too, though, because then you already know if your opponent allied or betrayed.
Yeah. I broke into a run, hoping foolishly that I might be able to catch him. We were too slow.
No! He's going to try and open it!
So it has come to this, then.
What's going on? He hasn't even seen the results yet.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah.
It took only seconds for Temyoji and Kay to explain the math to her.
The math of Luna dead.
Yeah.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
There it
Please
happened.
check your bracelet.
The announcer's voice hadn't even faded when Dio reached the door. With a grunt, he swung the lever down.
We didn't even get to see the results.
No. No eyes were on it this time.
Yeah.
I like to imagine Zero Jr. just on the screen there going, "Hey, wait, where are everybody? The results, over here!" And we're all just blow, we just all blow right by.
Yeah.
It's opening!
Wait!
Go, Clover.
There's no point in trying to stop him now. The door has already opened.
But...
It could be as a punishment, sort of.
To just make sure he can't benefit from the spoils of this.
Yeah.
That's an interesting point. Dio leapt through the door without so much as a backward glance. Phi paused in front of it, then turned to look at me.
What happened?
I chose Ally. I made a promise. Clover trusted me.
Sigma. I see. Makes sense. I guess that's how this ends then.
Goodbye.
You had to make a choice that was right for you. And now, I have to make the choice that's right for me.
Yeah, I don't blame you in this route.
Goodbye, Sigma.
Phi turned, her eyes sad, and followed Dio through the door. Clover?
Clover didn't leave.
Did she choose Ally, or did she just feel bad about leaving from that? Because I did not think she would choose Ally.
Why would she choose Betray and then feel bad about leaving, though?
Has closed.
Maybe she just assumed that we were going to betray, and so she chose it defensively, and she never actually imagined that she would be in the position of being able to get out.
We did say that we chose Ally, though. But yeah, I guess.
We said we would, but she probably felt like that was a lie. And so she might...
But now
she could, in theory, have been very surprised.
Yeah. She does know now the truth, though, that you chose Ally before the gate closed.
Yeah.
Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
So let us search before we switch routes.
Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Well, that's it. There's nothing we can do now.
Search for Quark.
We can only hold out hope that help will arrive.
Yep.
Sigma, thank you.
I know that,
For
obviously,
choosing Ally.
there wouldn't be any chance of escape, but for the sake of, going between the routes, there is a lot of information you could figure out just by searching, probably.
Yeah, it would be very useful. Yeah, well, a promise is a promise, right?
What about Luna, Alice, and the old woman? Who killed them?
Maybe one of the people who just escaped.
Or maybe one of us.
Well, there's one other person.
Oh, yeah.
God. Quark. You're right. I still have to find Quark.
Suddenly, full of energy, Temyoji leapt up and took off for one of the warehouse exits. That left only myself, Clover, and Kay. We stared at the number 9 door in silence. It would never open again. What else could we do but stare? So she chose Ally? I mean, we didn't really talk about it, but I assume because she didn't leave that she didn't have 9 points.
Yeah.
So that's very surprising to me. And now I wish I didn't do this route first, because now this is going to suck having to go back and betray.
Yeah. Also, it turns out even, like, knowing that it's your only chance to escape isn't enough for you to choose betray.
I don't know. I can't help it. I'm a good person by nature. I don't like betraying unless it really is necessary. Is Clover really going to choose ally?
Apparently.
Yeah. I mean, there's no guarantee that she's going to do the same thing this time that she did before.
Yeah.
So maybe this is going to be a double betray route. Or maybe that vision we had of the whole facility blowing up. Remember when I said that's a rather odd viewpoint, because if we take this literally, it means we have to be standing outside the facility to see it happen? We haven't found any bombs in this route.
Mm-hmm.
But assuming that Dio has planted bombs and they just weren't discovered, maybe when we get out with Dio will blow the facility and we'll watch it from a distance. I wonder if that would be the real spoiler from sticking around on that other route, which is that they don't want to tell you that 5 minutes later the facility blew up with you inside. Door ground open and I stepped out.
Wait! Dio!
Dio's going for it. Let's see, can we skip? Yeah. Oop. Not like that, we can't. Oh, no, wait, that's as far as we were allowed to skip.
You also have auto on, so...
Oh, yeah. Nope, stop. No, not that.
What are you doing, Dio?
No, he's going to try and open it.
Damn right I am.
But the results!
Like I need to wait for that.
Dio's BP was at 6.
So this is new dialogue, right? We didn't even discuss it this much.
His opponent was Luna, and she is... well, she is as she is.
Yeah,
Her vote would have defaulted to ally.
It said that Kei and Tenmyoji explain it, but I guess now they're actually explaining it.
Mm-hmm. Because maybe something important happens during the explanation this time.
All he had to do was pick betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right?
Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work.
But Vi was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's.
It's probably because they
She has
expect you to
9
go
now
through
as
both
well.
routes right after each other.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
Why? Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing betray?
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
Is that true?
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
You didn't? Because of you, Luna's BP is -1.
So, what, she's gonna die again? Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not gonna make a difference now. Besides, her bracelet's already fallen off.
You...
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Fi? I believe I heard you cry out, wait, as he headed toward the number 9 door.
Are you planning to wait for the rest of us? Did you just want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Sorry, but no. The only reason I stopped Dio is because I needed to know what someone else voted.
Someone else?
But that would be...
Now we're all going to get to
Results
see.
from round 2. Please direct your...
All right, what did Clover do? Come on.
5 people this time.
Have voted betray. Yeah, they betrayed. Oh, they all allied.
Oh wow, I didn't expect Tenmyoji to ally for sure.
Yeah, that's weird. But okay. Clover allied and we betrayed her, and so now we're all on 9.
Points have been assigned. Please check.
Feels bad, man.
No.
I'm sorry.
You betrayed me, Sigma. Why?
Vi told me to. What other choice did I have?
To keep your promise, you jerk! You liar! You're a coward! You don't care about anybody but yourself! All you wanted was to get out of here! You're horrible! I hate you!
Wait a minute. Just listen to me for a second. Whatever I did, Dio and Fi were going to get 9 BP. The door would have been opened whether I had 9 points or not.
So? All that means is that you picked betray because you didn't want to get left behind.
No, that's not it. How could we know if they would go get help once they escaped? I can trust Phi, but Dio is different. I didn't know what Dio might do after to Phi after they went through the door. What if he turned out to be Zero Senior? So I figured that if they were going to escape anyway, I should go with them and make sure they—
Is that it? Is that your excuse? Liar! Liar! You're just like Dio! You're a coward!
I really have no
Whatever.
argument for that.
Just fine. I was stupid to trust you.
Clover, I heard a clang and turned. We'd better get some useful information from this route from the emotional toll that it is taking.
Sorry, I went ahead and opened it. Gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out.
Dio!
Dio!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, shall we?
Apparently
Why
Dio
so
doesn't
serious?
count himself as a gentleman.
I guess he just wasn't including himself in that.
This
but-
really isn't the time for hesitation. You both crossed a line you weren't supposed to cross. You betrayed your friends. Am I right? But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive. Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though? Don't get me wrong. I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic. Still, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. If you're gonna be an animal, be an animal. Own it. The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friends. That's life at its most pure.
Can we at least kill him?
You get me? Now come on, hurry up and...
This is a long 9 seconds. Door was opening that entire time.
The number 9 door has been opened.
Dio is a
Will
very fast
remain
talker.
Open for 9 seconds.
I guess it might not have been 9
stay
seconds
if you
then
want.
if this
No
is when
skin
it
off my
starts, but
back. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
Wait! God damn it, Dio!
Temyoji leapt forward. Dio faked left and dashed right, slipping around Temyoji and through the door.
3, 2, 1.
Even with this, we wait till the last second.
The
Yeah,
number
past the
9
last second.
door is closing.
We're gonna have to do like an Indiana Jones roll under the door.
Let's go, Sigma!
But
Shut up! Just do it!
you somehow managed to not make it through and it's the same ending.
yeah. I looked at her, slightly confused. But before I could respond, her hand closed around my arm like a vice, and she hauled me bodily through the open door. Well, hey, this is the first time we've actually managed to get out.
Yep.
Come on, let us learn something useful. Open up some routes. Have Dio confess on the other side.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation.
Sigma! Phi! Dio! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
We can still talk through it? Temyoji's voice was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it. There are controls. I guess just for the lift. I wonder if this is going to blow it up. Is it really going to be that Dio's going to whip out a detonator and blow up the facility behind us? And we're going to watch it go from that perspective we saw early on? Are we in some kind of, like, nuclear silo?
Alrighty then. Here we are.
Is that a hallway?
Only one way to find out.
Just as Phi had guessed, on the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a dead end. It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside. Oh.
This must be the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. You really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door? What?
Hold up. You know about the one on floor B2?
Yeah. I visited it with Temioji when we were looking for Quark.
Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside?
What?
Oh, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
Didn't I just say what I'm talking about? The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently, they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs.
How do you know all that?
Luna told me.
Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that?
Apparently, it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
Whoa, wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there.
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
That sounds bad.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's get those suits on and head outside.
No argument here. Let's do it.
So we're going to discover a horrible reality where everyone else is dead from the plague? We climbed into the protective suits in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. There was nothing to do until it finished, but wait. Then, out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
Never thought I'd succeed so easily.
It took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Apparently, the radio was designed to activate automatically. You mean getting out of here?
You're thinking too small. I guess I can tell you who I really am.
Oh, good, we are going to get a confession.
What?
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, I'm a hero. I was sent here from far away to save mankind. What? Too surprised to speak?
Dio? I think maybe you should calm down a bit.
We were all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
We were still going back and forth when the quiet hiss of the air escaping slowed. Maybe Dio's got a little too little air. And stopped. A door at the end of the room slowly ground open. Is he going to be devastated when he steps outside and he realizes that everything is destroyed? We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. The lunar eclipse. It's December 25th at like 5 p.m. or something?
I forget
The
when
moon
exactly,
is red.
but yeah.
I stepped outside and gasped. A dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread out before me. I couldn't help but stare. What the hell?
Looks like a desert.
I can see that. The question is, which desert?
I don't know. I can tell you what day it is, though.
Huh?
Look, the moon's red. See? This must be a total lunar eclipse.
Maybe we've just been asleep for a long time in those pods before the game began, and it's a different lunar eclipse. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that in the lounge.
During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though.
So if the 9th lion eats the sun, it becomes a red lion? Or something like that? I don't know.
It
I've got
actually
no idea
reflects
what you're
light that's passed
talking
through
about
the
there.
Earth's atmosphere.
Well, this thing says red lion, doesn't it?
It
This
says
text.
red moon. It says
Doesn't
red
it?
moon and lion.
And lion something. Yeah, red lion moon. So
Red
is the
m-
moon the red lion?
Well, I guess it sort of looks like a lot of the sun icons, like the coins, but like in this case, red moon was written in black and lion was written in red. So
Right.
But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
Yeah, December 31st this year, so New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said, at least.
Well, there you go.
So today is December 31st. Wait, shit. If I got grabbed Christmas morning, then that means I've been here 6 days?
Looks like it. We should get to the nearest town.
I missed my final exams.
Yeah, oh crap. That would scare me more than anything that's happened so far. I've just realized, now that I've actually seen Fi in her suit here, I've seen pictures of this before, too. This bit, like with the suits, as part of those flashback images.
Oh yeah.
And I remembered seeing Dio in one of these. I don't think Dio... I think something bad's going to happen to Dio in a minute. Okay, and where would that be?
There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns, whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi. It's not what I'm worried about, though.
I mean, this one's got a nuclear silo, so I'm guessing it's like in the US. What are you worried about?
Forget it. Doesn't matter right now.
Oh, come on. Tell me. I'm curious now. Impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I heard her frown.
I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors. If Alice was right about the virus.
Are you saying humankind might be extinct? What the hell? No way! That's impossible! A whole species can't just die out in 6 days.
I
That's...
hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility. Whatever. We should get moving. There are still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark. We need to find help and come back for them.
Okay. I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio and the sound of someone falling. I turned back around to see Fi on the ground. Hey! Are you all right? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second, then clambered to her feet.
Where are we?
Her voice was low and rough. Huh?
Ah, I see. This timeline.
She just jumped. Timeline? She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders.
Hey, where's Dio?
Dio? Oh yeah, I haven't seen him since we got out. I'm sure he was with us when we left.
Shit. We need to split up and find him.
What? Why?
Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this?
What?
Don't tell me you forgot. Wait, maybe not. He must not have made this jump.
Great. She wasn't making any sense.
Damn it. Look, forget about that. Just find Dio. I'm going over to that hill. So you take the other direction.
Okay. But she'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I watched her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself. The thing is, Dio would answer us if he wanted to be found, right? Because presumably the radios can still pick up. We don't actually need to be standing next to each other.
There might be it might be a short distance thing, like a walkie-talkie or something, though.
Maybe, but like, even for a really, really short distance communication, like, Dio would have to be sprinting for it, like...
I mean, you haven't seen him at all, somehow, so...
I mean, I presume he exited the door at the same time.
Yeah.
Unless he just keeled over quietly when we weren't looking. I don't see him anywhere. This, by the way, is the angle we were looking at when we saw the facility blow, so...
Yeah.
Where the hell did that guy go? Oh, it is what she wants to ask him, the deactivation code. I was looking around, trying to decide where to go next, when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words.
What the hell are you doing? Answer me, Dio.
I think she said, answer me, Dio. Their voices were cutting in and out, but I'd heard that last word clear as day. Dio. Sounded like Fi had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction.
Is that a transmitter?
Transmitter?
Let's see. Phone home, Bet Free Soul's anxious from you.
Okay, so he is working for Free the Soul.
How do you know that?
I know everything about you. Know you're the Myrmidons.
Okay, he is the Myrmidon? The transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
Number 0?
The hell, you man?
I'm no man.
How the hell can you crack jokes right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code? Hey, what are you... Stop!
Well, that's confirmed a lot. Shit! That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were. Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. I clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. The suited figure I'd slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Dio. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out.
Thanks. That was a close one.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
You heard, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
Where the hell did he get it?
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before?
Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Snuck in?
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper part with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing. What the heck is this? 78153, 61098, 83809, 42419, 90551. They're all 5-digit codes.
Yeah,
but
there's
otherwise
5 of them, so it's a 25-digit thing.
I guess there's probably no point in writing this down.
I don't think so for this.
Okay. Is that some kind of phone number?
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits.
What is it then?
Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with.
I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. What's so funny?
Sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
It is the key to decode something?
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Who were you trying to call with this thing?
What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. You've probably never heard of it, but there might be a few people out here who've heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of Free the Soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists.
Only
then
some.
again. What?
Only some.
Yeah. From their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints. Holy messengers who cleanse the filth from a dying planet. Well, only a handful of people will really become saints. Not even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. Returning from this mission would secure my position. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand, but you could say that the core ideas of this doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body to cleanse it. Those who follow his teaching with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality in a world without war or starvation. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father, and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left. They say Brother had a special power, and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death a suicide. Later, Brother would find out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified and a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth, and at the age of 26, he started Free the Soul. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning, so that he could create the new species he'd foretold. He invited to assist him, a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States, and a year later, the first 10 new humans were born. Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation. Our DNA comes from Left, Brother's younger brother. That means we all share a face. Oh god. And we were all given the same name, Left.
So that idea of Kay maybe having Dio's face isn't totally far-fetched.
Yeah. Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, then there's no such thing as race or even individuality. With cloning, you don't even need different genders. How could you get more equal than that?
You could have a perfect Aryan race.
Yeah. Still, there's a little random deviation, and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because Brother noticed the caliber of my skills. Yeah, tell yourself that. It means you were the most disposable one. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean, and I was considered corrupted. Even if I was punished harshly and purified, my soul, my dishonor remained. Yeah, you were the disposable one. I wanted to prove my loyalty to Brother, so I was determined to be successful on this mission, no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brother's new world. Now that I've fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life, I understand what true happiness is.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these two hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
So I guess maybe Kay's father isn't Zero, but Kay is in fact one of the first generation of Myrmidons.
Maybe,
in that case. His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Phi shoved his hands away.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to...
She grabbed the rock he'd held over her only minutes ago and lifted it over her head. Phi, what are you...
Shut up!
If you kill him, we can't torture him for information. Just saying.
You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
The 0 bomb? We haven't found that one yet. Bomb?
God damn it! Didn't I tell you to shut up? Now, tell me, what's the password?
She swung the rock down toward Dio's head.
Wait! Okay. Fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though. I completed my mission. What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Not your problem. Just give it to me. Otherwise...
We have
Fine.
alternate timelines to save.
No skin off my back. The password for the 0 bomb is LXA.
This one is important for sure, though.
GDQ.
So,
I should write this down so we don't lose it?
I guess you could write it down on the second page of your memo, but...
Yeah, I'll do that. LXA, it's a little bit crooked, but QNS. But does that mean that every bomb has a unique password?
Presumably, if this is only the 0 one.
0 bomb. Alright.
Now it looks like
So
a
now-
shocked face or something.
Well, that's the shocked face of realizing there is a 0 bomb. Alright, so we'll keep the second tab from now on as like a permanent tab of things we just need to remember,
Yeah.
I guess. Because I assume there's going to be other codes that we might need as well.
Yeah, if there's a 0 bomb and there's... I think you've seen 1 and 3. Presumably there's
so
a 2 too.
Yeah, so there's at least 3 more bomb codes that we may need. And then maybe also the username and password as we find them.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we'll keep the first tab open for just temporary puzzle storage.
Yeah. Presumably a username and password would be easier to remember, but maybe not.
Yeah, potentially. Phi tossed the rock off to the side.
You heard that, right, Sigma?
Huh?
The password.
Yeah,
No.
Don't worry, my incredible memory has got it. And by that I mean my memo.
I'm going to
your
try
memo,
my best to
Ree.
remember it, but I won't know if I manage to until after I make the jump. There's a chance I won't remember anything, so you need to memorize it.
just in case.
We've got it.
Got it?
Got it. Wakateo. I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand that it was probably pretty important.
Hey, Dio, can you repeat yourself?
Yeah, I didn't note it the first time, but I need it the second time. Come on. But that's what going back on the flowchart's for, I guess. With that in my mind, I repeated the strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. LXA, QNS, GDQ. Uh-huh.
Okay. We're done with you.
Hang on, you don't want to ask about the other 3D activation codes or anything? Just that one.
Let's go.
Assuming it is only 3 others.
Yeah. Maybe, like, the others are tied in, so you only actually have to deal with the zero bomb. Go where?
Not sure, but I think he does. Get up.
Fi grabbed Dio's arm and hauled him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here?
Yeah. Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there.
Disaster? What disaster?
Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself.
I looked up. It must have been a clear night, because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way, because there's no light pollution. And in the middle of that field of stars shone the full moon, a giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big? Is the moon also getting closer and falling in on our heads?
Welcome to Zero Escape Majora's Mask.
We're getting music.
Yep. It's the first ending to the game that's not a game over. That you've gotten, at least.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we've actually got credits.
Mm-hmm.
Although... Okay. I noticed these are all Japanese names, but they're all speaking in perfect English. So
Yeah,
I'm wondering if these are actually the...
Oh yeah, I think I remember the second... There's like an English thing after this. Yeah. Localization
Okay, so they
stuff.
start off with that. Wait, this is from Axis Games? I
guess.
did not realize that they're the ones who localized this. They localize a lot of great things, like they did Deathmark as well.
I've never heard of them or Deathmark, but...
Oh god, you need to take a look at that. It's really fun. Also, the credits are unskippable.
Oh.
Worth noting.
Hey, that Russell has 2 L's in his name. That's...
Is that unusual?
Usually whenever, like, I'm with Russell from my family, like, it's... People always assume it's 1 L. But it is 2 L's for him, at least.
So we learned a lot in this. A lot of it just kind of confirmed, because we already figured that Dio might be like a Myrmidon. Now we know for sure.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether you thought the Myrmidon... It seemed like you weren't sure about whether the Myrmidons and people were with Zero or against him, so...
I wasn't totally sure.
Yeah, this still doesn't fully confirm it, but...
I'm still not sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But... I guess when I think about it... I don't really have a reason to believe they're together or the same in any way. In fact, it makes sense that if he had to infiltrate, that they are antagonistic.
I guess.
And that kind of lumps them together with Kay. I wonder who was it that was Kay's mother then, who was going to have to die for her goal? Because the picture kind of indicated that it might be the old woman.
Yeah, I only brought up K as Dio because I think we mentioned it earlier. So
Yeah, we did.
Dio end.
So, because also, like, it seems like she was supposed to be a part of the game. So Zero planned on her being here, maybe because of her involvement with the Myrmidons, but would Zero... Is her death an unexpected wrench in Zero's game? Or at least, maybe was it a predicted death? Also, wait a minute. That filled in a question mark.
Yep.
So is there an end associated with every character?
Probably, yeah.
Because there's 9 ends and 9 people. So we're 1/9 of the way through the game.
Yeah, not including the fact that we've like gotten to the locks near the end of each path.
Oh, that's it. Did that unlock anything for us? It didn't, did it?
Not that we've seen so far, but obviously it unlocks some stuff, including the bomb
somewhere
code.
there'll be a lock, but like nothing that we've encountered so far.
It might just be the bomb code, but probably not.
What might just be the bomb code?
What
we got from this. What I don't get is, like, I feel like we could make a very strong accusation now against Dio for who planted the bomb, but we still haven't unlocked those routes, so I guess we still don't technically know he planted the bomb.
It was like frustratingly obvious for me too, because like this was the route that I didn't want to betray Luna, so I skipped it, and then this locked like so much stuff behind itself.
The Dio route did?
Yeah, so I managed to hit like so many to be continueds that were before I finally went back to the Luna route, and like then I just got to see the ending of like over half the game or something.
Well, then I guess in that case, this means we're going to have to go all the way back. So now, in the next episode, it's going to be time to start in on Temioji's route, which is the final major branch of the game. Yeah. And once we start getting deeper into Temioji's route, we're going to be really deep in the end game and start popping a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be very exciting. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.